Mga binati ug minahal kong Sugboanon. Nianing milabay nga pipila ka semana. Nagkadilain ang mga reaksyon. Una sa tanan, sa dihang sabtan ug nahibal-an sa mga Sugboanon nga ang lugar kung diin ipahimutang ang Sinulog, especially the ritual showdown, adto ibutang sa SRP. Kalakip na ang street dancing. Sa una pa lang nga mga reaksyon, medyo nagkabuwag ang mga Sugboanon. Adunay gusto, aduna usab ang buot nga ipabilin sa tradisyonal nga naandan na diri sa Cebu City Sports. Ug ang street dancing naandan na usab nga dinhi mismo sa syudad sa Sugbo. Nagpakahilom ako. Kaysa akong huna-huna sa mao nga desisyon sa mga nag-organize ni ini nga Grand Sinulog Festival, known throughout the world, dili lang ni kay usa ka lokal nga festival. Giila na kini sa tibuok kalibutan. Ug gani ang atong mga kaigsuuna, mga Sugboanon, manguli pa kung diin silang laing-laing dapit sa tibuok kalibutan kay aron gayud makakita o makakuyog sa kasadya sa Sinulog. Busa sa akong huna-huna, nakaingon ko nga this must have been very well thought of and very well prepared for, because you do not just change venues at a flick of a finger. I am sure that there must have been proper planning, and more so that the necessary infrastructure, the amenities, have been put in place. There should have, I believe that there was enough time, and more importantly, the contingencies of which we have not had prior experience. Kay labing una man nga buhaton, sa akong huna-huna niingon ko, tingali ilan na sad na preparahan. The debate continued on social media. And as the days progressed, it became evident that the necessary infrastructure was still to be completed. But I still had faith. Niingon ko, dili siguro na ato lang pakalitan o balhin. Kung dili ta sigurado, maandam yun in time. And then, the rains began. And one of our local dailies posted the actual situation at the SRP, where mud started to build up. I still kept silent. But the rains continued. And so finally, since I saw that it would be quite difficult to put in all the necessary infra, not to mention the amenities, the comfort rooms, the tents, and everything else that would be needed in handling a huge crowd. I cannot even speak about security. And the resulting traffic gridlock that would happen. Kung atong sirhan ng SRP sa, kung nag-iingon, major artery, alang sa mga sakyanan nga padulong ug nagagikan sa south. And so, nasayod mo, 2 days ago, I spoke up and tried as best as I could, as nicely as I could, to speak about these concerns. Because you see, this would not only be affecting the contingents of the city of Cebu or other provinces in the country, because I had shown full support for this Sinulog. I encouraged our towns to participate. And true enough, we would be having 8 competing contingents as well as one guest contingent, the municipality of Consolacion, where I would be dancing. I had shown full support by pledging that whatever would be assisted by the city of Cebu to our contingents, I would give the equal amount. What was agreed upon was 800,000 for our contingents, for each of our provincial contingents, and the province would then add another 800,000. I had even pledged to Jojo Labelia of the Sinulog Foundation, to Councilor Safra, who came over together with Ricky Dakay. And I said, the province is willing to give you 20 million pesos. That aside from the 800,000 per contingent. And so 2 days ago, with just a few days more before Sunday, when the Grand Sinulog Parade and Showdown would happen, and the rains continued, I had to speak out. Because I had yet to see, as I said, a traffic management plan. This would be affecting our constituents in the south, from the 1st district, the 2nd district, the 7th district, and even part of the 3rd district. That's more than 24 to 25 towns and city. I spoke of the logistical problem of having to put in a huge crowd where a security plan would have to be started yet, because this is an untried and untested location. Crowd control was another major factor. And I said that I hope, since this is the first Sinulog that we are again staging after a 2-year absence of the Sinulog, perhaps this might be the best time, this might not be the best time to try something new. For after all, the Sinulog is part of our tradition. Holding it in the Cebu City Sports Center has been the traditional way. Having a street parade in the identified streets of the city of Cebu had been what our Cebuanos have been accustomed to. Maunitanan ako ning gipresentar. Apan sa akong nasabtan, gipadayon gihapon ang plano nga adto gayud sa SRP. I kept quiet again, not wanting to cause friction or even give others the opportunity for intrigue. But today, I made up my mind. When I saw pictures plastered all over social media, ug unsay nahitabo sa Talisay contingent, a contingent from the province of Cebu, kung diin ang kabataan didto in town nagpasilong sa ilang kaugalingong props kay kusog kaing uwan, aning kamot ug kaon, ang mga props nangaguba, puwerte gihapong lapuka kay nagpadayon ang ulan. And I think some of you have already read Mayor Samsam's concerns, including the fact nga hasta ang pagpractice di pa mapaandar ang generator kay way crudo. Wa gali klaro nga mo coordinate dito. Naatod intent para sa 300 kabuok nila nga participants, from propsmen to choreographers to the actual performers, usara kabuok. When I saw these pictures, my heart went out, especially to our children, ang atong kabataan na nag-perform in town. They did not deserve this. I called up Mayor Samsam, and I told him, I almost cried when I saw those pictures. And Mayor Samsam said, "Thank you, Gov. I really wanted to speak out, but I did not want to be the spoiler here. I answered him, Mayor, I am responsible for the constituents of the province of Cebu. We have 8 competing contingents, including yours. 9, if we include Consolacion, where I will be dancing. I will have to make a decision. I will take it upon myself to make the hard decisions in order to protect the constituents of the province of Cebu. Because above all, it is the health and safety of our constituents that I must prioritize. After my talk with Mayor Samsam, nitawag ko ni Mayor Mike. And I told him, Mayor Mike, have you seen the pictures? It's there in social media, but I doubt if he had seen it. These are pictures of Aldo Banaynal. I said, please look at this, because the Talisay contingent went through all of this. Do you know that their props were sinking into the newly laid asphalt? Wa may init. Unsa ang paggahian ng asfalto? Nagpasilong in town sa ilang kaugalingong mga props ang mga bata. Puwerteng uwana. Way kapasilungan, lain. Ikod, kadtong nahitabo sa Talisay contingent, that was a dry run. Ug maunay mahitabo karong Domingo, because I don't see any miracle happening. In fact, I find it presumptuous of us to be praying for a miracle because we want to insist on the SRP when we have a more viable alternative. And so even if muinit ni, sa mabiling duha na lang kaadlaw, dili na ma-remedy ang sitwasyon. Kaya kanang aspalto, nga gitabon diha, ang ilaw ni ana, lapok gihapon. Nag-anam kadaghan ang lapok. Ang uban, mismo, kung diin nahimutang, ang kanang tibuok na field, lawom na kaayo ang tubig. I said, I am concerned, Mayor, because beyond my commitment to you and the Sinulog, my responsibility to my constituents is paramount. Mayor Mike said, give me time, I cannot immediately decide, I have to speak, I have to call for a meeting. I said, I also have to decide because my mayors are waiting. So please, I called them at around 5 o'clock. Please, I hope that we will get a feedback soon so that I could give the proper direction to our mayors. Well, this is now 9 o'clock. I have not heard from Mayor Mike. In the interim, prior to this, I had immediately issued a directive to all of our mayors, the participating contingents, that if you are scheduled for blocking dito sa SRP, ayaw na mogadto. Let us no longer risk our children. Ngit-ngit, nagsigi, muuwan o kalit, lapo kaayo, ayaw na. Ayaw na mo pag-blocking. I waited further, siguro busy pa. Wa paghihapon mi katubag, but I cannot keep my mayors in limbo. Dili man mahimo nga maghulat usab sila. And so I made a decision. Ganina, alas 8:30. And I said, ipasabot ko ni sa atong mga mayor, as far as the province of Cebu is concerned, as governor of Cebu and tasked to look after the welfare of the constituents of the province of Cebu, particularly our performers, our choreographers, our propsmen, and everybody involved in performing, everybody involved in each festival. Because these are the people that are actually exposed out there. I told them, SRP can no longer be an option. if, and that is perhaps a prerogative of the City of Cebu, they insist on holding the Sinulog showdown at the SRP, then all of the 8 competing contingents, together with one guest contingent where I will be dancing, will be pulling out of the Sinulog showdown this Sunday. And that is final. If, however, there should be a change of plans, and eventually the showdown will be held at the Abellana grounds, then with much joy and with all passion, all of us will gladly join the grand ritual showdown at the Abellana grounds. If, however, there will be no change of plans, I have no other choice in order to protect the constituents, especially our children of the province of Cebu. Rest assured, my commitment to help the Sinulog Foundation will continue. We will still give you the 20 million pesos that I had pledged. I shall keep my word there. However, I can no longer risk the safety and health of our children. Pulling out of the Sinulog showdown this Sunday, if this is to continue to be held at SRP, will not mean that our performers will have practiced for nothing. Because then, I shall ask all of our contingents to join the Carmen Sinulog 50th anniversary the following Sunday. Before I reached this decision, I made it a point to inform all of our mayors, to listen to them, and they were one in saying that they would support my call to pull out of the Sinulog if this would be held at the SRP. So that is 8 mayors, including the city of Mandaue, Talisay, Naga, Karkar. Can we give you a list? Moalboal, Toledo, Tuburan, Carmen. Just 20 minutes ago, Mayor Ahong Chan of Lapu-Lapu City called Amor to ask her to inform me that he was also supporting my decision. You know, we were chosen by the people. We are accountable to the people. Above all, it should be their welfare that must be upheld. Above all, we must listen to the people. The authority of government, yes, Aldo, you posted that. The authority of government emanates from the people. And I have always recognized that. Dili ko mahimong gobernador, kung dili tungod sa katawhan. Busa, beyond anything and everything, beyond anyone else, ang katawhan mo'y akong ipatigbabaw. So that is a decision that I shall stand by. And in this decision, all the 9 mayors from the province of Cebu and Mayor Ahong Chan of Lapu-Lapu City join me. That is my statement. Daghang salamat. Questions? No more? Sa kanunay, ako manghinaot na ang Senyor Santo Niño magpadayon sa paggiya kanato. Manalipod sa atong pinalanggang Sugbo. Manalipod sa katawhan o kami nga mga nag-alagad sa katawhan hinaut-unta sa kanunay atong mahinumduman. Voice of the people is the voice of God. Ang tingog sa katawhan tingog sa kahitasan. Daghang salamat.